I specify the design of my restorations in Administration. I have an individual restoration and activate Crown and Telescope. In this case, I have 4 telescopes in the lower jaw. I activate the teeth, select a milling unit, and the respective material. Here, Sirona Zirconium Oxide, Incorus Zi. I confirm with OK. Once the restorations are determined, the scan icon becomes activated immediately. Here I have made 2 scans, my preparation in the lower jaw, and I have also scanned my wax-up prosthesis in the BioCopy lower jaw. This was automatically correlated on my model. I now click on the model to access Model Calculation and go directly to the trimming mode. Here I can trim tooth 46, which is highlighted in yellow, in order to hide the adjacent teeth. Start with a double click, fix with 1 click, and double click again to end. The mouse wheel can be used to zoom in and out. And I can also select the area I wish to trim away. I can now draw my preparation margin. And to this end, I start by clicking twice, and the automatic preparation margin finder positions itself along the preparation. If the tool proves unable to find the preparation, I can switch to manual in order to draw on the preparation by hand. If the preparation is not clearly visible, I can activate the intensity image to render the former clearer. Click twice to conclude the preparation. I now check my preparation again. If any points are not correct, corrections can be made subsequently. I specify the insertion axis for the restoration. In this step, undercuts are made visible, which are then color-coded. This preparation does not have any undercuts. I confirm with OK, and also do the same for 43, 33, and 36. Insertion axis. I confirm again with OK. 33. Draw the preparation margin. Correct the latter. And I draw on the last preparation, 36, manually before switching back to the automatic preparation margin finder. And determining the insertion axis. I confirm by pressing OK. In the next step, I have the restoration axis of my telescope angle. Of course, it is not expedient to align my single telescope. I therefore activate the Group tool on the right-hand side and group all my restorations, and can then align the telescope angle according to my wax-up. To render the wax-up visible, I now activate the BioCopy upper jaw, and make this more transparent using the mouse wheel. I can also align my telescope angle accordingly in order to make the most of the available space. I confirm with OK. Click on Next, and the software shows the parameter settings again. The spacer, which is responsible for the fit of the restoration on the model, the minimum radial and occlusal wall thickness, margin reinforcement, the cervical shoulder, telescope angle, telescope height, milling radius correction, remove undercuts, width of the occlusal shoulder. I confirm with OK, and the initial proposals for all 4 telescopes are generated, which are parallel to each other. I can now also shape the telescopes individually. For this, I zoom onto the telescope and right-click to activate my tool wheel, and can then change my telescope radially with the scaling tool, i.e., I can reduce the shoulder or create more space. I can also increase the length of the telescope occlusally. In order to expand or reduce the size of the area, hold the right mouse button down and move either upwards or downwards to increase the length. We also do the same here on the lingual side. We increase the telescope angle slightly. Keep the right mouse button held down. Form tool plus, minus, smooth. I can smooth the surface of my telescope slightly here. The minimum wall thickness is immediately visible, and thus I apply some more material. Right mouse button to determine the size of the tool before applying the material. I can only apply material occlusally, as I would otherwise lose my telescope angle. Right mouse button, anatomical correction. Here too, I can either apply or remove material occlusally. If the telescope design has not gone at all to plan, I can allow my telescope to be recalculated. I click on Recalculate, and the telescope is aligned again on the basis of my new parameters. I then design all 4 telescopes to meet my anatomical requirements before clicking to start milling. The milling preview is generated and shown directly in the relevant material block, which was selected beforehand during administration. I can now correct my sprue location with a right-click to determine where it should be positioned. And I can also change my block position. To mill in an MCXL in the InLab software, simply press Mill.